What's happening, Sunderland fans? The True Mackem is back again for a preview video. West Brom versus Sunderland. And I could not think of two more, well, Chelsea or Newcastle. I could not really think of an easier 3 points. Because West Brom are, they're diabolical. You know, we all thought Sunderland was absolutely bad, but West Brom have just been absolutely awful. They've been all over the shop. They can't defend if the ball goes through the centre of the pitch. They can't defend if the ball comes in from the wings. At least Sunderland fucking put in an effort and can defend, some of them at least. Not many, but some. Some's better than fucking none. So going off the back of 2-2 draw West Ham at home, that kind of, that draw, it does seem to have rallied the players on. Even when we're down to 10 men, we're still looking to create chances, which was good to see. Because I get fed up with us going down to 10 men and heads go down. It's not nice to see, And of course, we need, Big Sam coming in now. He knows we need a result here because next week, it's the fucking big one, This is what every Sunderland fan looks out for, that and the reverse fixture at that derelict waste ground called St James's Park. But this is the one we all look out for. Is the derby, We need some momentum. Now, normally the habit's been, whenever a new manager's come in whether there being a penultimate game before the derby, if that makes sense. They've either gone on to lose or draw, and then we've humped those dirty Geordie bastards all over the shop. So ideally, I would like the draw, not to lose, because we need to keep some sort of touching distance. We're 4 points adrift as it is from safety. So, but I'm going to put us down for the win to give us more momentum here. We're starting to look more sharp. We're looking a lot better than what West Brom are looking. Oh, West Brom, Jesus Christ, what's happened to that club? And it's very rare, before I get into my predictions, it's very rare that you'll get me back in Sunderland playing away at West Brom to win. Because West Brom, whenever we go away at West Brom, they're always a bogey team. And it drives me bloody insane, it really does. Last season we managed to scrounge a draw from there, which was good, So, the formation, who would I think? So I can't really give a team prediction yet. Well, you know what? No, I will. Let's see if I get this right. Because I got pretty much, I think I got, for the West Ham, I think I got about 9 out of 10 of them right. So we'll soon see. So, in goals, obviously going to be good old Pantilimon. Defence, Jones on the left. On the right will be DeAndre Yedlin. Now Quartes, who is obviously suspended because he's a fucking idiot. So I'm going to have to go for Kabul and O'Shea. Yes, that name returns, Kabul. And John O'Shea, he'd be on such a high as well. Republic of Ireland just qualifying for the playoffs, but qualifying again. They're halfway there. They've got 1 foot in the door, so to speak. So he's going to be in good stead, high spirits as well. Midfield is going to be not Jermaine Lens, because guess what? He got 2 yellows and a red, so he's suspended for 1 game. I tell you what, thank God this one isn't the derby, because without Lens we'll be fucked. So this is going to have to be a bit different. I'm going to have to say on the left will be Barini, on the right it's going to have to be Seb Larsson, and for a diamond formation, Villa in that defensive midfield role again, and it's going to have to be Toivonen as the attacking midfield star role. Don't get me wrong, depending on how he's trained, I would love to see Adam Johnson because he would fit into that perfectly. Yes, he had a stinker of a game before. That's fine, it doesn't matter. Again, every manager's allowed to make a bad signing. One player's going to have a bad game. It doesn't matter. Perseverance. It fucking pays off. And but I think Toivonen is just going to edge it there, because the whole court case for Johnson looming over his head, he doesn't look the same player. He really doesn't. So, and up front, it's going to have to be Jermaine Defoe and Stephen Fletcher. Why not? Fletcher scored a fucking fantastic goal against West Ham. Running off the back post completely unmarked. Much largely thanks to O'Shea blocking off, Fletcher's the player that was marking him. Smashed it in the back of the net, and it's a shame that Lenz wasn't playing, because in the attacking midfield role, it'd have been ideal, especially against West Brom, who, well, Sunderland are starting to defend, and are Sunderland going to pass the disease of dodgy defending onto West Brom? We've done it with every other team so far this season, haven't we? We have, because there's teams that have just imploded in defence. Manchester City humping Newcastle 6-1. Imagine the derby if we pass that on to them again. Whew, I would not want to be a Geordie fan or a Geordie player. Oh, that's for sure. So yeah, that's my selection. Obviously, I got it a bit wrong tactically with West Ham. Thinking that Barini and Defoe would switch. Barini was more cutting inside, so they weren't really switching as such. But Defoe was going out to the wing still though, so I was half right, half wrong. But the player to watch, especially against West Brom with his pace, it's got to be Barini. West Brom, they look slow, they look lazy, and at times, quite frankly, fucking dozy in defence. They really do. Sunderland started off absolutely dozy. Now they've sort of had a spark, and the engine's going inside the brain, and the intelligence levels are creeping up, thank God. Whereas West Brom's, it just seems to be diminishing constantly. Which, quite frankly, for a team like West Brom, that's not good, because they've always been known as a good team, and sometimes they play good football. Sometimes when I'm watching Match of the Day, I enjoy watching West Brom play, but for them to be suffering like this, well, we have to make the most of it. And coming off that emphatic 2-2 draw when we were down to 10 men, leading 2-1 at the time when we were down to 10 men, only for a few minutes, mind, but we have to take. It's the same thing. Have to take a lot of positives, but there's a lot of encouragement there as well. Kick on. You can do it. You know you can do it. West Ham have been riding high, and you draw with them. What more could you want? So that's what I think. 4-4-2 diamond, and Barini going to be the one to watch. Be the menace again. I think that's the third time I've chose Barini, because he is improving, and Sunderland fans don't doubt him. Derby's over the corner. Derby's just on the horizon. Over the fucking corner. What was that? The derby's on the horizon. We all know what Barini's like against Newcastle. He rips them a fucking new arsehole. Actually, he rips them fucking 30 new arseholes. And don't forget, guys, as always, let me know what you think. Whether it be formation, who will start the game, will we win, will we lose? So we're going to the final thing, my prediction. I'm going to say, I'm going to be bold here, 2-0 win for Sunderland. That is what my head's saying. My heart is kind of set on a draw though, which is kind of weird. I know it's a bit backwards. My head's saying 2-0 win, but my heart's saying 1-1 draw. Still keeps some momentum in there, going into next week. So, let me know what you think, guys. As always, I have been the True Mackem. You have been watching the preview video, and it's kind of simple. The usual trend. Away the lads. Come on.